everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. Sometimes he'll come in at an angle. Other times he can hover, then swoop. Sometimes he can even come in from beneath, like a worm or a mole. The Lord, it's his call how he chooses to maneuver.
The other side of the table's Dr. Syintist.
Look, nobody enjoys shooting penguins, but if you have to shoot penguins, you might as well enjoy it.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Democracy simply doesn't work. Welcome to Plotty Time.
One egg was 40 eggs?
That's a big fucking pile of garbage.
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something.
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
It's still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll kill some random dude.
If you want cheese, you get a milk.
You're waiting for Pete.
No, I can hate on it. It sucked. Boners.
Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Plotty Time, the podcast that had their Fallout 4 save tanked with the new update.
Well, that happens when you play with mods.
Jerk.
I know. I fired up the game. I was like, there's no way mods are going to work because they put out the PS5 upgrade as a whole separate downloadable thing, but they also patched the PS4 version.
Uh-huh.
So I loaded the game. They're like, hey, it's been updated. I'm like, this should be interesting. Hey, it's been updated. You got a bunch of mods. Mods can be dangerous. Do you want to play? I'm like, let's do it. Let's just roll the dice. Let's see how this goes, right?
Right? Why not?
So I did, and then I played for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and it crashed.
Sweet.
So I think,
So you played that all week.
I was like, no, I was thinking, we'll go in. I'll disable the mods. I'll start again. Couldn't get past the original screen where you first start to boot Fallout 4 and it has the test pattern, like the Fallout test pattern. Couldn't even get past that. The game just kept crashing, so I had to delete it.
Nice.
Then I downloaded the PS5 version and started over.
Well, that makes sense.
The mods.
No, vanilla, just because there's brand new trophies now for PS5.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was a big week in Poppascotch land. Let me tell you what.
You know what happened to me this week, Poppascotch?
What happened?
I don't remember if you... Well, I don't know if you remember that I was playing a game called Motto Anomalies. I kind of liked it. It's a mix of like Persona kind of dungeon crawly stuff. And I was playing it. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get the platinum on this. I'll just go to the end boss and beat it and then figure out what I have to do to get the rest of the trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I get to the end boss. And it's a classic RPG boss, multiple phases. I get to the second phase, and it has this pattern where the first turn it attacks you. Second turn, it summons ads, like 4 little guys. Mm-hmm. And the third turn, it summons these 2 orbs. And on the fourth turn, it casts like its ultimate ability, and it does that cycle over and over again.
Just over and over again until you kill it?
Yeah. Well, maybe if it gets to the third phase, let me finish my story.
So, sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
So I was playing it, and every time it gets to the phase where this summons the orbs, and when it goes to use its ultimate ability, depending on how many enemies are on the screen is how strong the ability is. Mm-hmm. So you have to try and like zerg the enemies down and the orbs down. The orbs are more important. And every time I would get to that phase, I would have one of my characters try and use their ultimate move to try and kill everything at once. The game would crash.
Oh.
And I tried it maybe 15 times using an ultimate ability, and it crashed every time.
Yep. You're not allowed to use ultimates there.
It shouldn't make the game crash. And then I tried to do it with just using like normal abilities and seeing if I could eliminate enough enemies quick enough. And I couldn't do it. And they would just do it its ultimate ability and kill me. So now I got to the end guy. I can't beat it because the game keeps crashing when I try and beat it.
That's neat. What was this game?
I don't know. It's great. I tried to Google it, and apparently it was a problem like 6 or 7 patches ago. And they haven't patched the game in 2 years because it's kind of like, it's like 5 years old maybe by now. And for some reason it's happening to me, even on the most normal, like recent patch.
What I'm hearing is that you're kicking so much ass in this game.
Oh, dude, I've gotten so good at beating the first phase.
That the game can't even handle it. Like, this guy's too good. We got to stop. We got to crash.
I use the ultimate ability. It's like, oh, this is doing way too much.
That's probably
awesome.
So I just uploaded the save to the cloud and deleted the game and went on to another game.
Right.
That's healthy. That's probably for the best.
Yeah. Why the fuck? Yeah. Who cares?
I wish I could do that. But no.
You could. I mean, you just started your game all over.
What's stopping you?
Nothing.
Trophies is what's keeping them going.
Well, it's. I was just about to stop playing Fallout 2 because I was getting bored because I was too OP.
Well, that's because you were using mods.
Now you can play it like normal.
Exactly. I'm playing it like normal with the Wasteland Workshop, and I'm going to catch some animals and make them fight each other because that's a DLC for some reason.
And then you can start saving settlements.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we keep that.
Well, yeah,
If you don't do the Minutemen quests, they don't call you to save places. So
that's good to know.
Is that part of the main storyline?
One of the first missions is meeting them and then telling them to go back to the town you just found, like your first
The base.
game settlement, the base.
Mm.
And then after that, you don't have to listen to them or check out anything they say.
Nice.
No, that's nice.
They'll still spawn in the world and be like, "Where are the Minutemen?" Like randos that just show up. But
Well, that's cool. You know what I played?
Hold
what?
on.
Played Inscription.
Oh, you did talk about that.
Yeah, I beat it.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's good. It's weird. You could probably just Zorch beat it in a weekend.
Well,
Of course, that was probably like 2 12-hour sessions.
yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I can put as much time in as Zorch does.
Yeah, so.
I saw him playing when I was playing, but.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I only got 50% of the trophies, though. Everything else, I don't even know what it is. They're all secrets. I didn't feel like looking it up. But we'll see. Maybe I'll go back to it.
Okay.
So you recommend?
Oh, yeah. It's worth, well, I played it for free. I'd say it's worth $5, $10, maybe.
It's not on sale anymore, but I'll wait till next time.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll come around again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for true.
I think they have a cycle of like 60 games that they just.
Yeah, indie games usually go on sale quite a few times too.
Yeah. But yep. That's all I played.
Yeah.
I also downloaded Fallout New Vegas for PC.
Oh.
But I don't know if I'm gonna get into it. Like, it's a different situation for me to be gaming sitting in front of my command center.
Yeah, why don't you just get a
Steam Deck.
really long HDMI and really long, well, you could just use a controller, I guess, for it.
Yeah, I was playing with the mouse and I was trying to learn like brand new button configurations for
Fool.
actions.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I doing? Like, I have a PS4 controller. I remember at one point being like, no, I'm gonna try a PC game, guys, and figuring out how to get my PS4 controller to work. So I don't know what I'm doing. I got my head way up my ass over here.
Yeah, you do.
I have my head so far up my ass that we're still doing movie bowls. And
yeah.
usually the movie bowl just exists all year now, and it comes down to neither of us have the energy to make a decision. And usually it's not even to make a decision. It's, what do you want to watch? I don't know. I bet there's a million new movies that came out in the last year we could watch that we really love to see. Oh shit, I'll have to look it up. Let's do the movie bowl. So then we do the movie bowl, and we pulled Child's Play, but
Whoa.
we had just recently seen.
Yeah, you just talked about that. I think.
Yeah.
Right. So our rule is, well, if you pull the movie or the franchise, you get to pick whatever you want in that franchise.
Oh, so which one we watch?
We went with Child's Play 2,
Oh.
which I did not remember seeing ever. It's really weird. I won't talk about it too much, but I guess they couldn't get the actress back that played the little boy's mother.
Okay.
So they just made him an orphan in this one. And that's like the first thing he does is be an orphan, and then gets like set up with, who are the people, like child services, and bouncing around, and Chucky's coming after him because I guess Chucky has a timer of how long he can get into this kid's soul,
Oh, when did that happen?
body, whatever.
Well, when the original thing happened,
Really? Was there a time limit?
I don't know.
I think it wasn't a hard time limit, which makes it even lazier. But they're like, I got to do it fast or before the next full moon or whatever bullshit. But yeah,
Oh,
spoiler,
yeah,
he
that's
didn't get it done in time and he died.
Did he die, or
Those
did he
movies
just
suck.
stay in Chucky?
He stayed in Chucky, and then I think in the final, the final showdown, they were in the toy factory, and
Oh.
the
So-
little boy like pulled a fucking lever and just hot melted plastic dumped on him, so he became this like plastic fucking amorphous blob.
Oh, yeah. So Soul just went to a different toy. Different
Yeah, I think they
Chucky.
just recycle it and push out another fucking Chucky doll, and that's the third one.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, wow. Did you watch One Cut of the Dead yet?
I haven't. I forgot all about that.
Dude,
I think it's in the
I ask
movie
you
bowl.
like 4 times a month.
At least I'm gonna throw it in the movie bowl. No one needs to know that we're cheating.
Yeah. Well, I watched the new Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's exactly like what you said. It's like, it's slow going. It doesn't do shit until the last 15 minutes. And you're like, how the fuck are they going to? Oh, they're just going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like every Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but this one, I didn't really like. I don't like how they have ghost friends.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Ghost
Well,
friends?
Slimer was always kind of like a ghost.
He's never helped.
In
Well,
the
like,
cartoon he was, but
yeah, he never really helped him. He drove the bus, I guess, in Ghostbusters 2. But
yeah, he did that for Rick Moranis.
Yeah, but I didn't. The Chess Master and then Egon, I don't know.
Chess Master. Well, the Chess Master was a. Never mind.
Yeah. Don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I will eventually, but
I mean, it's okay.
And
I
Egon
don't
was
know.
only a ghost because he died before the movie was made.
Yeah, but he's still a
Well, I
ghost
guess that's a
friend.
ghost, but
Yeah, exactly.
it's not Harold Ramis's ghost acting in it, right?
It is. They
Yeah,
got,
it
his,
is.
they got his
they
actual
hired his
ghost.
ghost. He's still a
He
SAG
got
member.
his actual wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's the only reason the first one was better. I don't know if maybe not better. I don't know.
I didn't know Hollywood could hire ghosts, but I'm listening. Let's get let's get weird with it.
Let's do it.
Let's give the Oh, by the way, I found out there's another Cronenberg sibling that's making movies.
What?
How many need to?
3, I guess.
Are you going to elaborate?
I have to look it up. I forgot her name.
Michelle.
Is it Michelle Cronenberg?
No, that's Trachtenberg.
Oh, I mean that
Same
was
thing.
pretty close.
Right?
She just released a new film. That's why I was thinking about it.
Was she weird
Caitlin
too?
Cronenberg. I hope so. She just released that movie. It's a new horror movie that came out called Humane.
No, I never heard of it. I'll have to look it up. Can't make a not weird movie with that last name.
I know, that's what I was thinking too. Seems like she worked on her family's movies and then kind of now is doing her own thing, which is cool. I'm fine with any Cronenberg wanting to make whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
All right, I got to change my name to Cronenberg then.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you get a free pass from me, baby. We also continued to watch other shit, including the X-Files season 1, where we're still
Oh, you're still chugging along.
just chugging along, man. Every once in a while, whenever we don't want to do
Well, it's like
a movie
25
vault.
hours of TV you got to watch.
It's like the first season. Yeah, it's crazy. We're on episode 19, I think. The last one was the werewolf episode with the reservation.
Oh, okay. I kind of
There was like
remember that
this rich white dude who owns this huge ranch, and I guess he's supposed to be like a Rupert Murdoch type, but he killed one of the indigenous people who lived on the reservation,
Right.
and everyone, like, it was an active investigation. He called the FBI and he's like, yo, man, I did not shoot at a human. I shot at like an animal. And then he's like, I went up and it was a person, so it was a werewolf thing. It was pretty cool.
That's nice.
Pretty cool. And then I think one of the recent ones we watched too was, I don't even know if you remember this, Dr. Scientist, but you remember that guy who I think disappeared after the first season who was feeding Mulder information?
Oh, the old dude.
Yeah, the old dude.
He called him Deep Throat, but
Oh,
yeah, but he didn't stick around.
no.
He left at some point.
He
But
gets replaced by another dude.
does he get replaced by the dude with the glasses that's bald? Or is that just Mulder's boss?
That's just Mulder's boss, man. That's Mitch Pileggi.
Pelegi, yeah.
No, he gets replaced by some other guy, X, they call him. He has to put like a tape X in his window and he'll show up and talk to him. That happens late. That might happen in season 3.
I am shocked by how much of this show I do not remember.
Well, there's so many episodes that don't have to do with anything.
Yeah, when was the last time you
100?
saw it? When it first aired? Like, seriously.
Dude, it's nuts that there's 193 episodes. No, 217 episodes.
Jeez.
And Pelegi was in 91.
Yeah.
Then the cigarette smoking man was only in 44.
Yeah, because there's
Damn.
so many that don't have anything to do with like.
Yeah. Back when they were just like cool, weird sci-fi shit.
I don't remember the show being anything like this.
No.
The first season, I mean. It obviously it changes. you
It
know,
was
as
a
time
lot
goes on.
like Fringe in the first season, where they just go and investigate weird shit.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a different one each time. It's like a monster of the week situation.
Yeah.
But doesn't it get more like focused? It's like more not episodic, but more of like a bigger story.
Yeah. Once it gets to like how it's all cover up and shit. I don't know. I like
That's
the first
good.
season the best, I think.
I think the last one. Well, the last TV one. 'Cause it kinda
Was that a
closed
Robert
everything
Patrick
up.
one, or was that a?
No, I think it's him in, but I mean, Mulder and Scully came back for part of it because they were closing up like storylines and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Speaking of weird shit, you guys ever see this movie, Baghead?
Of course we did.
Thought so.
Did we? We being I, the royal we.
Yes. Yo. So you didn't? Okay. It's
No,
about-
of course
No, I don't think so.
It's about this young woman who inherits an estate from her father that she's been estranged with.
Okay.
And there's a witch that her father kept in the basement and was charging people to go down. And if you give the witch somebody you love or somebody who's dead, possessions, she eats it. And then she becomes that person for 2 minutes.
Well, that's kind of a waste.
Well, you could talk. Well, she spits it back up. And then you could just like talk to dead people through her. But after 2 minutes, she turns back into like a. Well, she stays as the dead person, but like talks like a demon, like tells you to fuck off and you're a piece of shit and shit like that.
Interesting.
Damn. Was it? I mean, it sounds interesting. Was it any good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was
Okay.
decent horror movie, different, something new.
I know I've heard of it and I've seen the poster, but I have not actually watched it. Probably when I was going through Shudder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. It's probably only like an hour and a half, so it's good stuff.
Word. Did you watch Fallout, Dr. Scientist?
No,
He's never gonna.
it's way down the list of things I want to watch right now.
I just want to talk about only that.
You can talk about it. I'll just ignore you.
Like he is now.
Yeah.
I won't like dwell on it, but I watched it a second time.
Oh, yeah.
And because I watched it the first time and I wasn't paying enough attention. And then I watched it again. And the second time was better. And I realized it's a good show. Like it wasn't just me being like, oh my God, that's Blamco mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's cram. Like it wasn't just
bombs.
that. I watched it and I'm like, this is actually a good show. Like I could see why people who know absolutely nothing about Fallout would be like, what's going on here?
Yeah. I've been trying to tell people who don't know anything about. They're like, I don't even know what Fallout. I was like, it's still good. Watch it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Did you watch The Last of Us? Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, you didn't know anything about that, did you?
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a whole new story. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, nobody does till season 2.
But well, maybe we'll talk about it in a minisode or something.
Maybe. Yeah, I could watch it again. Talk about it.
If I watch it, by the time you do it, I'll come in on a minisode.
Word.
Ooh.
They're out there. I'm gonna watch it.
He's not going to watch it, guys.
Once Fallout came out of Magic and realized I didn't care about Fallout, yeah, kind of lost interest.
Well, you didn't care about anything but Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It gets me. Every time I see it, I get warm and fuzzy inside. It's probably not good for me.
No. Somebody told me to order a helmet on Wish.
Yeah, someone probably handsome told you that.
Yeah. So I did. I'm still waiting.
You don't know any handsome people.
Waiting for it to ship from China.
Oh yeah, I've done a couple orders with Wish with some of the stupidest shit I could find.
Yeah. It's full
I got
of
a lot of
stupid
fake
shit,
ice.
dude.
It is. There's so much stupid shit, and you're like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And you scroll down, it's like $1.80. I'll see how dumb it is for $1.80.
How do they even ship it for that cheap?
Yeah, how is this? This seems illegal somehow. And then because I think the first time I spent like $30 and got 10 things.
Yeah,
Because I was like, if I
just
lose $30,
Timo.
whatever.
But just Wish.
yeah. It's just they probably take it from the factory in China and just ship it to you.
Probably. I mean, they figured out international shipping is so fucking. It's crazy. It's crazy expensive. I don't know how they're getting through.
Well, they just ship it on a fucking barge, and they're like,
Yeah.
who cares if it makes it to you at all?
Probably.
And it's probably got 6,000 orders of the same crap you guys ordered.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a wild place. I suggest everyone go check out Wish. I can't speak to Timo. I heard that's a little less.
I heard it's the same thing.
It
heard-
sounds exactly
yeah.
the same.
It's just like drop shipping or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what drop shippers used to do, AliExpress, and now
Yeah,
they're all doing
yeah.
Wish. Every time like a BuzzFeed article pops up in my algorithm and is like the 35 best gifts you could buy this holiday, because I like to be informed. I like to get some inside track on gifts.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
every time one of those pops up, they'll be like, check out this fucking whatever candle. I'll Google image search and see if it pops up on Wish for 90% cheaper. Because that's all these people do is buy it like in bulk from Wish for $2-3 each unit and then sell on Amazon for $20.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I just described what drop shipping was, but
Yeah, you get it.
that's your fucking tip, people out there.
Yeah, anyone needs a side hustle.
No, that's not what I meant. Google image search. Use that to figure out who's
That's the worst
scamming.
side hustle there is.
Dude, who wants a side hustle? Who's got a time for a regular hustle, let alone a side hustle, you know?
Losers.
But how else are you going to get that money to do the crypto buy-in, guys?
If you haven't bought in already.
Yeah, you're right. We're probably
What are you
fucked.
talking about? There's new crypto every day.
Exactly.
And it's only all going up in value.
By the time you hear about it, it's too late.
To the moon.
I love how every time someone's like, so this is just a scam, right? You're just making up what stuff is worth. And they're like, well, how's this different from the stock market? And everyone's like, I'll shut up now.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Well, I mean, the stock market is stock in a company that actually does things
Some.
most of the time. Crypto's just made up.
In a company that doesn't do anything.
It's not a company even. It's just the name of it.
Is it?
when you buy a stock, it's supposed to be like you're buying a small percentage of the company.
Yeah.
And you own that until you sell the stock. But like, I don't understand. None of that shit's real, right? Like, it's just a way to make money out of nothing. Isn't that what crypto is?
Well, I mean, There is a big difference there between
There is
the
a
two.
big difference.
It's all not real money. Who cares?
I mean, money isn't real if you get down to it, but
That's what I'm trying to get to. It all is just numbers we make up.
Wow.
It's deep, right? Let's
Yeah.
all get high and talk about it for 6 more hours.
dude, we could do that next
take a nap?
mini-sode, bro.
Yeah, and then we'll call it the Joe Rogan experience. Anyway, moving on.
burn.
Got him.
Take that.
Got him.
You can hear
Good.
about us on TikTok.
I know, right?
That'd be awesome if that's how we blow up.
We've said a lot of shit about Joe Rogan being a piece of shit and nothing happened.
Yeah, Rogan, come at us.
I dare you. Have us on. I dare you. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to go to
No,
Texas.
yeah, you can't.
Oh, I wouldn't go on that piece of shit show.
No. I mean, yeah. So I ran into a news story that I had to tell you guys about.
Okay.
Or did you
I know
look
this
for it
is-
online?
It's Taco Bell related.
No, it's not. You'd be shocked how often there's no good Taco Bell. But yeah, because you remember the time I talked about a collab they were doing about the clothing, the
Oh, yeah.
jumpsuit or
Yeah.
fucking whatever. And you guys were like, you need to explain why you even know about this. And I had to go through it, and it was really funny.
Yeah, it was good. Listen to that. It was like 3 weeks ago.
I don't know. I barely remember.
Well, now I did check the Taco Bell site, and they're saying nacho fries are coming back with secret aardvark hot sauce.
They're already back, bro.
Aardvark?
Oh, this is an old dish from April 19th. Wow, I'm way behind my Taco Bell news.
Yeah, it came out Tuesday last week. Well, it's been 3 weeks
3
ago. by
weeks
this
ago.
time. Yeah, they're kind of like tomatoes, some kind of like creamy sauce, cheese sauce, the nacho fries. Nacho fries are pretty banging.
So it's like the things you can get at Sheets, just fries with nacho shit on top.
No, not really.
Are they like seasoned?
No,
Seasoned.
I thought the nacho fries were more like kind of like a taki, like a cylindrical
Yeah.
nacho.
No, they're like fries.
But they
They're
have,
just fries.
They were
fries?
kind of like beer battered fries, but with like
taco
a
seasoning.
nacho saucy kind of thing.
okay.
I
All
don't
right.
think I've ever had them. Why
Well,
aren't we getting them right now?
I had them already like an hour ago.
What?
They're pretty good. I mean, they're not worth it.
I'm gonna run
But
your
you
car
gotta-
and see if you dropped any.
I sit down and eat at the place, man. I'm not a monster.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean they're not worth it? Like price wise?
Yeah, they're like $6.
How many do you get? This is what the people need to know, Dr. Scientist.
I don't know.
You get like
a
a-
serving.
A McDonald's small.
It's probably a McDonald's large, but not the amount of fries. But there's also a bunch of shit on it. Comes with chicken on it too.
Oh, nice. I love chicken.
But I mean, all fast food's kind of expensive unless you're going off the value menu for
That's
every place.
all I order.
I usually try the new stuff that's $6 or $7 once.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that was good. But
Fair.
Yeah, I remember being able to, dude, remember like 49-cent cheeseburger day?
Yes.
And they were normally like 89 cents. And we're like, we're not going to fucking pay that. Are you high?
remember
Now we
things like
wish.
99-cent burritos?
Dude, do you guys remember the Arch Deluxe? McDonald's hamburger for adults.
I think I do.
Because they had like salt and pepper on the patty.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Spice.
I don't
Remember
know.
the quad steak burrito?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
4 times the steak. Do I remember the quad steak?
Ah, good stuff.
Man. Well, they're really doing something right. And we suddenly ended up talking about them anyway. Speaking of, they have this whole new like commercials that they've been putting out with Jason Sudeikis and LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to be that guy, but I thought LeBron James was bald.
When?
Now.
Yeah. No,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
bald. Like he stopped growing hair on his head, not
Yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah, it looked like he had like a receding hairline, if I
Yeah.
remember.
And it was way back there, and now he has all kinds of hair. No, I'm not judging. You know,
I don't think he ever bald. He might have like shaved his head a couple times. I mean,
Oh.
he did have a receding hairline, but he's
Yeah, I guess.
he's got some kind of new technology that us people don't know about.
Yeah.
a healthy
regrow
diet and exercise.
Exactly, that we have no fucking idea.
No
about.
idea what he's doing.
Don't even know what those words mean. Couldn't possibly do it myself.
Money to be happy.
He's fucking 3 years younger than me.
I watched the other day the old Jesus and Meru.
Oh,
when it had
nice.
LeBron James in it. And I forget who was sitting in with him in the car, and he was talking about having his house spray painted, and like, he did it. He's like, yeah, man, that's fucked up. I gotta watch that whole show from beginning to end again.
Yeah.
Where could you even watch them?
I think it was just YouTube.
Like the old, what is it? Vice days?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
didn't realize that was lightning in a bottle, huh?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I wish that show would have stuck around, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, people go their separate ways.
That's how it is. But anyway, so the game I want to talk about, Stellar Blade. Have you guys heard about this new game that came out?
Did we
No.
talk about it last week?
Possibly.
I mean, maybe.
But they made news, and not the good kind that you want to make.
Uh-oh.
Was it? Let me guess. Misogyny.
They bought Stadia.
Nobody's gonna buy that. It's like buying a Cybertruck.
Oh.
So there's this is what the image was. Just a spot in the world. There's a logo that's just the letter, like an uppercase R, right?
Okay.
And underneath this glow up sign with an R, underneath it just says shop, and it has an arrow pointing. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Okay.
R, shop, that way. Got it. But there was a spray paint next to it. They spray painted the word hard.
Oh, what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
The hard R.
Oh.
Yeah.
That way. I was like, R hard. What the
Oh,
hell is that?
I actually thought it looked kind of like a T afterwards.
Heart. R heart.
Hard with a T at the beginning.
Art. Yeah.
Hard.
I got
Hard?
Okay.
You lost me there. But it's a reference to
The other
a
R word that's not as bad, but still a slur.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, so they're going to remove that from the game. They're like, we're going to patch this out. So this was they told IGN the offensive reference was unintentional.
No, somebody put it in there intentionally.
Yeah, the people who made the game and were responsible for it in management were probably like, no.
How often do you spray paint hard?
I do all the time.
That's your tag? I'm telling the cops.
Shut up.
You're going down. It's out now.
I put it on the stop signs. Hard stop.
Oh, so you're being helpful. I see.
Right?
I get it. What else did I do? I went to a magic show last night.
Like Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, who won the tournament?
No, it was like
David Blaine shit?
yeah, like the Illusionists, it was called.
Oh, yeah?
I bought the tickets for my wife for our anniversary, which was months ago, but this is when the show was. And it was a show off Broadway. No, it was a Broadway show, but they took the cast down here. And it was like 4 different dudes. One was like, he was called the Trickster, and he's like this old school, like kind of joking around and doing like close-up stuff with the kids, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like just kind of getting the audience like warmed up. And then they had a guy who was an illusionist who did like illusions, you know, like
illusionists.
Exactly.
Was Joe Bluth there?
No, I wish he was the illusionist. I would have lost my goddamn mind if he was. But no, it was another gentleman who was from Spain, who I'm pretty sure had a twin.
España?
I'm pretty sure that's how he pulled out his tricks. One of those situations, you know, it's a twin. And then also another guy was called the Inventor, who had some really good stuff.
Was it like Carrot Top?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
No, they called him the Inventor, but supposedly his lore from this illusionist shows. Yeah, there's lore. Was that he is one of the people who like invents tricks and sells them to people.
Oh.
Oh, so
But I guess
like,
he saved
Like a
his A
comedian
game
who
for
writes
us.
jokes for other people.
yeah.
And then there was a mentalist.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He was a very nice guy, and he seemed like a lot of fun. But we were watching this whole show, and pretty much just like, I think he just went on Facebook and found people going to the show.
Well, of course he did. That's how
You know what I mean?
mentalists work.
I know. Of course he did. But it was, shows for the kids. They had a great time.
Was he like-
The kids and the stupid. They had a great time.
Mr. Poppascotch. And you're like, whoa.
So the bit was, and this is, okay, now it's all coming together. The bit was, it was at the Kennedy Center, so like a real place of a
I mean, they're
scheme.
always at real places.
That's true. They are always at
They're
physical
all in your
location.
mind.
It was, we went to the show, right? And they let you in a half hour before.
Mm-hmm.
And in that half hour time, people, you know, finding their seats, wrangling kids, whatever. They have this box on the stage, and like the side helper people are standing there, and you had to go up. You didn't have to do this, but you could go up. You could write your name on an envelope and where you're from, and then you'd write on the piece of paper in the envelope. You'd give it to them and say what you wanted the mentalist to do. And then I was like,
yeah. Well,
my thought process was either these people saw, like the helpers saw, and like what people wrote and just told them to go look it up on Facebook. But you could also have people who did hashtag and illusionists, and then you could find like via that way people from Facebook. So I'm pretty sure it was just, you know.
yeah, it's got to make a mentalist job 1,000 times easier when they're
They
talking.
probably have helpers like spread through the crowd,
I'm
just
sure they
talking
do.
to people and shit too.
I thought they did. Because they made a big deal of being like, oh, ask them after the show. Like, we don't know each other. We didn't set this up. Everyone says it's a plant, but it's not. And I think they just scraped social media and found a couple, like, when their birthday was.
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean,
plus you can,
you're in a room of how many people?
A couple thousand.
I mean, if there's gonna be people with the same birthdays and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that the birthday was the thing he could always grab from social media because he always started with doing like their zodiac sign.
Oh yeah. Well, they learn to read people too, just by.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There was only one bit that, and I don't mean to take all of our time talking about this Mentalist I watched, but the guy's last name was Cox, C-O-X. I forget his first name, but
Courtney.
he was a lot of fun.
Danny.
And if you want to see it, go check it out. But there was one moment where he pulled someone in, and they like the whole bit was you're gonna make a fashion line. So write down on this piece of paper what you want your fashion line to be called, and then put it in your pocket.
Fat tire.
The lady picked Chrysalis, and she went behind this curtain, and it was like two stalls. They were identical. They had like certain like color shirts, certain hats. They were both identical though.
Yeah.
So she went behind the curtain, picked out this outfit, and he's like just sitting there like, oh, okay. And he starts putting on clothes. She pops out, and they're wearing the exact same thing.
Plant.
I was thinking,
Or
like,
there's
just
a camera.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, someone's relaying it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, this is easily explainable, whatever. But then he did this
Then he
thing.
floated.
Then he showed me the card I picked.
And then he summoned Satan. It was crazy.
Nice.
But then he asked this woman, like, what was the best vacation you ever took? And he wrote it down and showed everybody, and then she said it. And I don't know how he would have gotten that unless
It's his wife.
it's, yeah, like a plant. That was the only one where I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't buy any of it, obviously.
I mean, it's
but-
all true.
No, but it's a show for the kids. Like, it was fun.
Yeah,
We went, we had fun. We enjoyed it. We got to eat a nice dinner before it.
that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice night out in the city. Every time we go in, we say the same thing. Like, we should go to DC more often. Yeah, we should. And then we don't. We go like once every 8
Yeah,
months.
fuck that, man.
Yeah. Being out in public kind of blows.
Oh, the traffic, guys. The traffic is,
Don't get me started.
you know? But I think that's all I got for news. A lot of stuff was Fallout, but I guess, you know.
Fuck it.
Well, I mean, it's getting more popular because the show's popular.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's people. Apparently, they broke the Nexus mod site because too many people went to it. Too much traffic.
Yeah, that usually happens when new release games stuff come out.
Yeah, everyone's so happy. Yeah, whatever, man. Get on the fucking bus 30 years ago or whatever.
Let's get on the bus and talk about this game or whatever.
Oh, we're done. We're done with the pre-reel.
It's been like 40 minutes, man.
So,
Nah. Well, I mean, we're probably going to cut out most of the stuff I talked about because it's just boring as shit.
too bad.
I mean, you
People
talked
want to
at
hear
least 20 minutes about this illusionist who confounded you.
it. Seriously.
It was more like 25, okay? And he didn't give, the whole point was to just show I'm so much smarter than a mentalist.
I don't believe it.
Maybe not. Who knows? All right, fine. We'll move it on. Fine. Doesn't have to be Attack Poppascotch Day. And we're back. Let's get to the game. How about it, guys?
Oh, what game is this?
This week, we are talking about one of the biggest games of all time, Nano Breaker. And I was kidding because I've never heard of it before.
Never heard
did
of
this. It was released January 27th, 2005. This was a very interesting time to paint the picture for you guys of what else was going on here.
Okay.
January 11th, Resident Evil 4 came out.
Right. This just like it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks
I
before
didn't care.
Resident Evil 4. No, but it was a big game and probably helped bury this one. But also Mercenaries Playground of Destruction came out on January 11th.
Mm,
Okay.
That's one that's like fondly remembered by people, but I never played it.
Mercenaries was like a whole series, right?
Yeah, there was a couple of them. It was mostly about calling in airstrikes and blowing up buildings, I thought.
Yeah.
And also same day, The Getaway, Black Monday. So the sequel to the game we just talked about.
Oh, that's how you found this one.
Yeah. And then February 15th later was another game we did, Constantine.
Oh.
Sick. Good year.
And then a week after that, FIFA Street came out, which was the first of the Street type line of games.
FIFA
And
Street.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Gran Turismo 4 was February 22nd,
Oh.
2005.
Oh, wow. That was a long time ago.
It feels like it was. I was like, I was in college. That wasn't that long ago. And I'm like, yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was like
it
20
was a
years ago.
long,
Yeah, right.
almost 20 years.
Gross.
Fuck. Box office is all over the place. Number 6 that week, Assault on Precinct 13, the remake.
Never saw it.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it's
And then
all
number 5 was a movie called In Good Company.
Don't know.
Sounds familiar.
Don't recall. Then 4 was Coach Carter with Samuel L. Jackson. We all remember that one.
Right.
Never saw it.
I never did either.
Me either,
but we remember
I know
it.
it.
Yeah. Number 3 is The Aviator.
Never saw it.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, it was DiCaprio. I heard of it, but never saw it.
Number 2, Meet the Fockers.
The first one? Is that the first one?
Yeah. Wait, yeah.
No,
Meet
No,
the
it's Meet
Parents.
the Parents, right?
Never saw Meet the Fockers then.
No.
And then number 1 was Are We There Yet? Which I'm pretty sure was a family movie with,
Yeah. Ice-T?
was it? Yeah, I was going to say Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, I think it's Ice Cube.
Okay.
That was his franchise, I think.
Never saw any of those movies.
No. Well, I might have seen The Aviator. I don't know. I don't recall. That's about
was
the
Ice
Spruce
Cube, yes.
Goose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Howard
did
Hughes.
see The Aviator. You know who's in that? Fucking
DiCaprio.
yes, he is in that. But it's one of Adam Scott's first roles.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Is that around Party Down time?
2005. Yeah, I'd say so.
It must have been.
And Liz Kaplan was in Party Down.
When was
Party Down was so good.
I never watched it.
Oh, you'd love it. I don't know if you'd love it. I'm just saying. It's pretty good, though. I enjoyed it.
Party Down was 09.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was good. I really liked Party Down. I didn't see the newest ones though.
Yeah, I didn't see
The
either.
new season.
Well, dude, Martin Starr's in the first season, and
Yeah, it's a lot of good actors, but I just never watched it.
It was not easy to find for a while,
yeah,
but you have to check it out.
I love when they go to when they have to do the porn banquet. They're doing like the porn awards catering,
Yeah.
and this one girl, everybody's trying to get laid at it, and the one girl's like, he's like, I write sci-fi, and the girl's like, oh, they're like dragons and stuff, and he's like, dragons are fantasy, you fucking idiot.
True.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. I write hard sci-fi. Hard sci-fi. And my favorite episode is the Steve Gutenberg's birthday.
Oh, it's so good too. Yeah.
I forget what happened, but they showed up to cater the whole thing, and like either it was canceled or moved or some plans changed, and the Gutenbergs fucking forgot to tell the catering company. So we just had them all in and had like a party with all the food.
Dude, all the characters for that show are so good.
They're all great. They're all very likable. Megan Mullany, oh, she's great.
Yeah, who was the main guy? He was from
Adam Scott,
No. His boss.
Ken Marino.
Yeah, Ken Marino's in it too.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's worth it.
Word.
And then, where was I? This week in news. That's right.
Oh shit.
January 20th, 2005, President George W. Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney begin their second term.
Yay.
Yeah.
What a proud moment for American history.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, here's we'll bring it back up. Don't worry, guys. Not this one. This one's bad too. January 26th, the Glendale train crash. 2 trains derail in Glendale, California, killing 11 and injuring 200.
Damn.
Which I don't know if I recall.
I don't remember that
I
at
don't
all.
remember little
This was all
shit.
before like social media was everything and you could hear everything all the time.
Yeah, and then get like 90 different angles of the video of it happening. And then later that year, 2005, February 6th, Super Bowl 39. The New England Patriots win their second consecutive Super Bowl title, defeating the Philadelphia Eagles by a score of 24
what a
to
proud
21.
moment in American history.
I thought, I was like, I gotta read that one off for sure.
There's no better day going into work in a January than after the Eagles lose the Super Bowl.
And then, fun fact, you know how after that game, usually the network that has the Super Bowl rights to play it or whatever, they'll debut like a brand new show.
Right. Yeah.
This year on Fox, they debuted some show. I don't know if you guys remember. It's called American Dad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do remember that debut.
I
Is it
barely
off
remember
yet?
the show.
No, it's off. American Dad's done. But they lasted like 8 years.
Yeah, more than it should have.
Yeah, I didn't think it was very good.
No.
I didn't care for it as much. There were moments in Family Guy that really made me laugh before I soured on it, but not really in American Dad. I don't know. It just didn't jive with me.
It wasn't good.
Nano Breaker was released for PlayStation 2, developed by Konami TYO, and then published by Konami. It is an action hack and slash game picked by me this week.
Oh.
So if you guys are ready, I can just pop right in here.
Let's fucking go, man.
All right, well, we start off with this game set in the far-off, incomprehensible future of 2021.
I bet there's a bunch of nanotech going around.
Yeah, we're going to be lousy with nano machines, guys. I love nano machines. There should be more sci-fi bullshit that focuses on nano machines, because it's this and Metal Gear.
Oh, you mean video games? I was like, there's a lot of movies and shit that deal with it.
Not
Name-
enough.
7.
Nano,
Fringe,
the nanobot.
X-Files.
Nanobots
Transformers
2.
are sort of like nanobots.
Nah, they're not nanobots.
Anything with Iron Man in it.
That's right. He does use those fucking nanotechnology.
Sure, Batman does.
Nanobots 2.
Yeah, Nanobots
Reckoning.
2. No, it was Nanobots Come Home. Star Trek.
Batteries not included.
Are there nanobots in Star Wars? Batteries not included is close. I'm sure there's nanobots in Star Wars.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
They're not technology advanced.
Yeah, they are. It's just fucking religion in space.
I gotta watch Batteries Not Included again. I haven't seen that shit.
Yeah, you'll see all the nanobots.
Okay. The nanobots are obviously an important part of the story because the game takes place on a facility called Nanomachine Island.
Yes.
I wonder if they make nanobots.
What they do on that island?
It exists to research and develop, get this, nanotechnology
Ah.
That's
for
smart.
civilian and military purposes. I remember the first time I heard nanomachines was like Metal Gear.
Yeah, I could see that.
Metal Gear
Makes sense.
Solid, probably. But they were like talking about nanomachines. I'm like, what the fuck is this game about? Because, you know, the cutscenes were 75 hours long.
Mhm.
Anyway, so they filled this island with these amazing scientists, and 20 years later, it has erupted into complete chaos. And this leads to the opening scene that's just like a whole bunch of carnage of like military dudes showing up to quell the scene and stop the nanomachine things that are monsters. They're like 8-foot tall nanobots. They have a name, which I didn't write down right here.
Orgamex.
Orgamex, there it
Yes.
is.
They're exploding out of people's bodies.
Yeah,
man.
because they're using the iron in the blood to make things that don't have iron in them.
That was their science speak for how they could duplicate, right? They use the iron in the blood to make
but
more.
I'm 100% positive there's no iron in like.
Go on an island and study it for 20 years and then come back to me.
He
I mean,
has
it
a
was
point.
20 years ago in college when I studied it.
They didn't know yet.
This is definitely another anti-scientist game, though, because a lot of scientists died.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're douchebag
They
scientists.
deserved it.
They might as well have been crypto scientists.
What?
I don't know if that's a thing, but I hope it is. And then when they're going crazy, they're killing all these people. I had written down here that it reminded me very much of like Prototype,
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
the virus or alien or whatever the fuck
It was a virus in Prototype.
But like this island, which had, you know, scientists and their families and all kinds of people on it, everyone's dead. And I feel like these people who had the nanomachines, because they already had the nanomachines in their body, they signed up for this.
Yeah. There was like tracking devices.
Yeah.
Or nanobots or whatever.
But I feel like if these people knew that it was a possibility that the nanomachines could duplicate at the drop of a hat and make my body fucking explode into blood, I feel like they wouldn't have signed up for this.
Didn't they know they were self-replicating?
Yeah, I mean, that's what nanobot, the whole stick of nanobots.
Yeah.
But I mean, didn't they ever read like a sci-fi book before?
No, these are scis, not sci-fis.
I'm not saying that I would never inject nanomachines into my body, but I'm not going to be the first one. I'm not in the first wave.
Fuck it, I'll be the first wave.
There you go. And then as we move on here, we get into some kind of mission briefing, and this is where we find one of our main characters, General Raymond. Yeah, we get a lot of exposition here. There's a lot of exposition. The video is not long, but it's dense. So the nanomachines can use the iron in the blood to replicate. That's where we find that out here. And then if they find out and they put it together, if they kill the main computer, then this will all end. Because I guess the nanomachines are networked together.
Yeah, they're all run by one single computer, which is smart to do.
Yeah. But they're
Yeah.
always like,
Never goes wrong.
they're like, they'll get out. They'll get on to the mainland. It's like, well, it's just the one computer. Anyway, a scientist by the name of Michelle Baker has already gone to the island. She fucked off early without any escort. She's like, I'll go save everybody. And so the general's like, Jake, you need to get out there. You're our only hope.
Who's this Jake you're talking about?
He's this guy that everyone assumed was dead. But he wasn't, though. He was in like a cold sleep.
What? For 7 years?
7 years. He's I guess, a cyborg?
Yeah.
Apparently, during the war, Jake killed thousands of
The
people,
war.
including civilians, and General Raymond said that the only way to have him avoid any real accountability was to freeze him. So they did.
And pretend he was dead.
Yeah, fake his death, freeze him.
We
Be
can bring him back whenever.
Yeah, we still want this weapon. We paid a lot of money for this guy. Like, we're not just gonna, because he kills a couple thousand civilians. Fuck off.
Yeah. Who cares? It was in wartime.
And then they give Jake this new nano blade thing, plasma blade?
Yeah.
Plasma blade, I think. And he jumps off the helicopter, and when he lands, he immediately runs into a guy by the name of Keith Spencer, who's a whole other cyborg dude that has this whole history with Jake.
They used to be in the same thing together.
Yeah.
Exactly. Back in the day, they used to be in the same unit, and they get into a fight, and it's not really like, it's kind of more like a spar type situation. You don't kill him. It's one of those fights we see in games where you fight the boss real early, get him to like 3/4 health, and they're like, let's see you come and get me.
That's exactly what he sounded like, too. It was weird.
I don't know what voice that was.
It's like an evil train robber.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah. And Jake bests him in a fight, and he's basically like, hey, I don't really care about any of this, like the history or you or anything. I got a mission, so I'm going to go fuck off and do that. You do whatever. And Keith is like, yeah, I'm going to cut this bridge in half. Boom. And he does.
I mean, it's a pretty big flex after getting your ass kicked, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you don't want to go because you're scared. I'm not scared. You're not scared of this. Cut a bridge in half.
Been there.
Yeah, I never. Usually that ends the fight pretty quick. It's like, shit, I can't cut a fucking bridge in half. Yeah, all right, whatever, tough guy, whatever. And you walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And then Jake finds Baker eventually going around the island killing a bunch of people. Well, he finds Baker after going around the island and killing a bunch of Orgamechs.
Yeah.
And she sees you and she's like, oh, this is Raymond, isn't it? Well, I don't need like any of your help. And Jake's like, well, I have my orders, so we got to stop this. Like me and you now. This is what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he just keeps following her and bothering her. But get this.
What?
Baker does not trust you because you killed all those civilians 7 years ago.
And she somehow knows all of this. I guess it was pretty famous.
Not only does she know it, but she's like not really shocked that this guy who's famously dead
Yeah.
is walking around.
It's like, oh, there you are. I knew you were here.
And then there's something going on at the power plant, so Jake fucks off to go check it out.
Well, somebody had to tell her that he was coming to help her. You know what I mean?
Did they? Or
I
did
don't
they?
think so. I think he just showed up.
I don't know. Pretty sure her higher-ups sent her an email or something.
No, she didn't get it.
Could be.
I got the idea that they're like, we're going to scramble a team and go in, and she's like, fuck you, and just left.
Yeah.
So she might have known a team or help was coming.
Yeah, I'm
but
going to
not
take my
who it
private
was.
helicopter to this dangerous island.
So moving on, he gets to the power plant, and he runs into some guy who's got this white beard, and he talks about how the nanomachines eat garbage, and they put off heat, and that turns into energy. And he's like, I just want to get back to the garbage dump, though, because that's where all my treasures are. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
He's a
Like-
bad Sean Connery impersonator.
The whole, like, he doesn't fit the tone of any of this.
No.
No, he's a garbage picker. That's all I know.
And then he asks you to go to the garbage dump and kill all the machines there because he wants to go check out his treasures, or whatever he calls them.
Mm.
So you're like, yeah, if I'm over there, I'll take care of that. But on your way, you get back to the control room, and you find Baker is unconscious on the floor.
Oh, no. Why?
Uh-oh.
Well, she said, well, first she starts by saying, I don't need your help. And then she immediately goes into, I'm going to be a nanomech soon. Like, I'm gonna be an orgamech.
And the nanomechs are airborne now.
The nanomachines are in the air like the common cold, and this is going to make them spread to the mainland, guys.
Obviously.
Well, why didn't you bring some anti-nanotech stuff?
Get
The
this.
ampules?
What? She had
Ampules?
some?
She had some ampules, man.
She had them with her, but I guess she broke them.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, that'll happen then.
Then Baker's like, there might be more at the creation lab. And Jake's like, I'll do it. Don't give up. And she's like, okay, whatever, dude. So Jake finds a bunch of new ampules, which I guess is just the magic cure.
Yeah, the
All
nano
these.
cure.
It stops the nanobots from self-replicating.
Gotcha.
Because
Why can't we just spray that shit on the island? You know?
Yeah.
Shit's not cheap.
I mean,
You're
she
right.
already hacked the Gibson. Can't she hack the ones inside of her?
That's a good
No.
point.
No, she can't.
I guess not. All right. Anyway, he goes finds the
So-
ampules.
He finds them, and then Keith just shows up out of nowhere and goes, I thought I smashed all those. And this is where we find out that the reason Jake was in jail was because of Keith. We don't get any more details. We just hear it was his fault. And Jake's like, you know what? I still don't care about this whole revenge thing. I got a job. Please just leave me alone. But I guess this is for us to like get the clue that Jake is actually a good dude.
Yeah, he wasn't the one that killed all the civilians.
Oh, I wonder who did.
I know, right? There's like 4 fucking people in this game. It's not hard to.
It was Michelle Baker.
Yep.
Yeah, and you get back to the room and she's okay now. She's just totally fine. She took the
I got
ampules.
better.
And she's like, I don't know what we're going to do. We're screwed. Wait a minute. There's a satellite array on the island, which can get her connected to the main computer.
Oh, that's so convenient.
Oh, fucking duh. Why didn't she think of that?
And then Jake's like, let's go. So they head out and immediately run into a bunch of monsters, and Jake deals with them. And Baker's like, oh, be careful. Like, she's starting to warm up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to the satellite antennas to get them online. And during this whole thing, Baker's like, oh, yeah, by the way, my dad invented these. And he's like, that's great. Like, cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did it for bad reasons.
Yeah. After her dad invented the nanomachines, she's like, and then the military got involved. And that's where everything just went bad. And then her dad found out what was the military was doing and was never seen from again. And apparently also in here, the military took this island, Nanomachine Island, and killed everyone that was already on it.
Yeah, they kind of allowed the nanobots to do with their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
then
they're
Jake's
trying to make them weapons.
Mm-hmm. This is all the military-industrial complex taking over and killing everybody.
Yup.
Never would happen in real life.
No.
Well, I thought it was very interesting because the next part, they're like, Jake says something, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, there are limits to what man should do with these weapons. It's like, okay, so they should be here, but only if the good guys have them?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Good guys never become bad.
No, there's never been a good bad guy. Bad good guy. Wait.
A bad good guy?
What about Magneto?
Nope.
Okay.
He could have stopped the nanobots.
Yeah, he could have.
With all that iron.
That's not Magneto's power, bro.
Isn't he made of iron? Isn't that Magneto's whole thing?
No, he can magnetize anything. He could pull
He's
all the
control over
nanobots.
electricity and magnetism.
Since when?
He could have made all the nanobots into a little ball and hurled it into space, if I understand correctly.
Sure.
Where Silver Surfer is?
Yep.
Comics are hard. Anyway, so Keith shows up and stops Baker before she can finish doing whatever the fuck she's doing on the computer. And we also find out here that Keith is being controlled by Raymond. Raymond's the actual bad guy, guys.
No, the fucking general?
The very one who unleashed Jake on this island. Which,
Whoa.
why?
Yeah, why'd he even do that then?
Why did you unleash someone on the island that could have, like, stopped you? Why wouldn't you just be like, all right, yeah, send more army dudes. That'd be perfect. We'll get more nanomachine guys out of them.
Yeah.
Why sent? Anyway, then something happens, which I did not see coming. Keith fucking cuts Jake in half.
Yeah, it's pretty baller.
Clothed in twain.
Yeah, just like the bridge.
Foreshadowing. I get it.
It's Chekhov's gun, man.
I like this scene. I'm like, holy shit. Like, what now? Like, Jake's fucking dead.
And then
And
I saw
then
how much was left in the movie. I'm like, all right, they put them back together.
Well,
Nanobots,
seconds
man.
later, not like there was no time elapsed. They just cut to him being fine.
Mm-hmm.
And the old guy's like, hey, I found you there and then I saved you. You're all caught up to what's been happening because I read your memory bank. Or no, the old guy's like, I'm totally caught up with what's going on. I read your memory banks while you were out. And
Yeah.
Jake's like, I'll go save your daughter.
Oh, wait. You find out first that his daughter is Baker.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, shit. What
Which
a
was
fucking
one of the-
twist.
Least surprising twist I've ever seen.
So then Keith and Jake meet up again for their epic battle sequence. And Jake's like, you missed all my vitals, but I assumed you did that on purpose. And Keith's like, you bet I did. I just wanted to
How do
slow
you
you
cut
down.
someone in half and miss the vitals?
From like the shoulder, like across the long way. It's like,
Yeah.
I missed all your
Well, he
vitals.
missed the... I don't fucking know.
He had to cut through at least one lung.
I didn't think he had any vitals. I thought he was just like a head on a robot, really.
Maybe in those mechs, all the vitals are in their big ass thighs.
Oh, that makes a
Well,
lot
it
of
is.
sense.
Maybe he's like a Klingon and has doubles of each organ.
Well, then he still would have
Maybe.
hit one. Hit a vital.
Yeah, but then they have two, so you can hit one.
Perfect on the line that takes out just one of each
Yep.
Yep.
vital organ.
Genius.
That would make more sense
Mhm.
than what's happening now.
Oh, you mean like Keith removing his limiter so he gets more powerful?
Yeah, it was, I guess, a stage in the boss fight, but he removes his limiter, doodle, and
The limiter inhibitor.
you kill him anyway, and then you head to the computer.
Yeah, he goes like Super Saiyan 2 during it, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah.
he's like, "Rah!" And then you kill him.
It was pretty over the top. I kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack makes his way, I just had in my original notes, into some sort of monolith, but this is actually the main computer.
Yes, yes.
I'm not sure why it looks like a skull with torn flesh hanging upside down, but that's what the main computer looks like.
Because they thought it'd be cool.
It is cool though. And then as Jack is about to destroy it, Raymond shows up and he has a gun on Baker, and there's a lot of exposition that happens here. And it turns out Raymond orchestrated the whole thing. No shit. The computer going haywire and setting all these things up was not an accident. It was a way that Raymond could get everyone out of the way while also testing the nanomachines as a weapon.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's kind of like the atom bomb.
Yes.
Just got to try it.
Imagine it was the atom bomb, but after they were dropped, what's his name? Oppenheimer took the rest of the bombs and became a supervillain.
He wanted to.
Oh, no, he didn't. You got to watch the movie, I guess.
Nope.
This is the part I didn't understand, and I don't know why he did it, but Raymond's like, and now it's time for me to fucking be a super villain.
Not that stuttery, though.
No, I'm barely paraphrasing.
Orgamex Master.
He fucking jumps into the God knows what, the fucking cables? I don't know. The nanomachine blob of bullshit.
Nano tentacles.
There you go.
Nano tentacles. Perfect. And he becomes some kind of nanomachine soldier. Looks a lot like one of the dudes from Warframe. I don't know if you guys ever saw that game.
Yeah.
But anyway, you boss fight him. Like, this is the huge final boss fight, and you kill him, and the computer seems to start collapsing on itself.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had one of these in a while.
Yeah.
Right? Like the place is blowing up, and we got to run out. So Jake and Baker, they barely get out to the corner of the city. Baker's dad shows up in a fucking Mustang with a wild change in tone. Like, hey, you crazy kids.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're going to spring break. Like, what
I was thinking
is
the meme, like, get in, we're going losing or whatever.
Yeah. Jake and Bake.
And everything's exploding around them. He's like flooring the fucking thing. He's having a blast.
He set up the explosions, right?
I assume he did.
Yeah.
And then as they're driving away, they're like, wait, what about the bridge that fucking Keith cut in half? He's like, the bridge? Squaw. And then they fly over fucking Thelma and Louise style, and the game just ends. That's it.
I wonder if they lived. Is there a Nano Breaker too?
I don't think so.
So no, they didn't. They didn't survive.
All right. That makes the ending better in my book.
Yeah.
Man, I wish games had more characters. I realize that animation is, costs money. I get it. But the big reveal didn't really hit.
Yeah.
It's like, who could be behind all this? I don't know. The other character that's not here and not dead.
It was a general, daughter and father, and then two guys who served in the armies together. It was all 5 characters.
And that kid in the beginning who turned into an Orgamex.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
All right, let's wrap this up.
Yep. Ads.
That's it. That's the game. We did it. We're better people. Let's go ahead and move right into final thoughts.
Ooh.
And we'll start with Dr. Syintist.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Did watching this video make you want to play Nano Breaker? Did the story work for you, or wasn't it a good enough rum shaker? Out of 27 what score out of 27 stars you'd give this real heartbreaker?
It's not as bad as others you've done.
Yeah. Well, he rhymed
Wasn't
Breaker with
good.
Breaker.
Yeah.
It was like a 20%, right? Like 20%, not bottom 10%.
Would I play it? Nah. Is it a hack and slash type of game? Action?
It sure is.
Well, yeah, I guess I should have guessed that, but nah, not too interested. The story worked for me. It wasn't terrible. I mean, it's sci-fi, but it's a little meh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's typical Nano stuff, and like we reminisced on before, there's only 5 fucking characters in the entire game. There's almost no world building. I don't know what's going on outside of this island, honestly.
No.
This dude killed a bunch of people somewhere, but I don't know if it was for dystopian war or...
Yeah, I don't know. It's 2020.
It could have been on the real 2020, and there's a...
Well, 2014, I guess he did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to figure that out.
Just saying, he was away for 7 years, and it's 2021 now.
But I mean, it wasn't... I mean, none of the characters were obscenely interesting either, but... Obscenely. I don't know. It's meh. I'll give it 4 stars.
Okay. I mean, it's not terrible.
It could have, I think, a little bit more world building, and even just throwaway characters would have made it somewhat more interesting.
Yeah. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, they certainly didn't fill out the universe. All right, well, how about you then, Sir Chump Slap?
Mm-hmm.
Did watching this video make you want to break some nanos?
Oh.
Ooh.
Did the story work for you? Or would you rather just be eating Sandos?
I don't even know what Sandos are.
It's a sandwich.
Oh, I was thinking pecan sandies.
Ooh.
And what score out of 27 stars you think you get from Paul Dano?
Well, great. It was a good one.
Thank you.
No, I don't want to play it. I don't know. It just, there's nothing really to find out by playing more of it, you know? Did the story work for me? I mean, basically, one-man army going to stop out of control government scientists. Seen it 100 times.
Story as old as time.
Yeah.
It's basically the same story as Fast and the Furious, but without nanomachines.
But there are nanomachines in this. He's saying
Fast and the Furious
micro-machines?
without nanomachines is basically
Oh, yeah.
Nano Breaker.
Yeah. And so, I mean, story is okay. Not great. Not much to it. No. Yeah, there was nothing that you know about. You don't even know this killing civilians thing. Like, what the hell actually happened there? They didn't go into that at all.
No.
The army general's just, he gets to fucking run his own island, and I don't know. Real shady shit. Didn't make sense. The reveal was stupid, except for the only thing that saved it at all is the drive off the bridge in the end for me. That was fantastic. That gives an extra point, so that leaves me at 5 stars.
Okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you want to answer some questions now?
I mean, we might as well.
Did watching this video make you want to use a plasma blade? Was the story pretty good, or was it just trite and played?
Nice.
And out of 27 stars, how many would you lay on this game's plate?
Oh, man, I would have thought you wrote that down. But when you got to the end, I was like, no,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I panicked.
Perfect. Did watching this make me want to play the game? I don't know, maybe a little, but not because of anything amazing that happened in the story, just because it's been a while since I played a hack and slash, and they're fun. Sure.
All right.
Why not? Did the story work for me? No, for like all the reasons we said. The characters, characters were fine. Like, they were developed, they were distinctive. I know who all of them were. There were only 5. You're right. We should have had more throwaway characters. Like maybe a couple of people went in with Baker and just got murdered
Even
right
random
away.
Scientists would get turned in by man.
Or some army men from the beginning who still survived a little to the end.
Yeah, there was 2 other army dudes in the first cutscene that were like giving you information.
Yeah.
And they never showed up again. That was it. Could see more of them, I guess. But nope, we just have 5 people. I don't know. I mean, it was very paint by numbers. It was a one-man army thing. It's hard to really buy into. We got to send Jake because he's the only person that could possibly fix this.
Yeah. How is there no other new army guy who wasn't in jail or cryo sleep or whatever?
Well, there's that, or just the fact it's the fucking army. Like, send an aircraft carrier. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about Fast and Furious, because the Fast and Furious doesn't make any sense. They're like, we have this very delicate government job we need to take care of, and we need to get these DVD thieves to fucking go do it. Because that's what they did in the first one. They stole DVDs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting off topic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so final score. I'm not going to be that much more generous. I thought the tone was fucking weird in parts. I thought the story, like, nanomachines were just basically magic. Like, it could have been a biological thing, could have been a virus, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Anything.
No. So I'm going to go with Sir Chump Slap. I'm going to give it a 5.
Excellent. Gives us a 14 for this bad boy.
About right.
That is correct.
It's average.
14. What do we have around here? Sir Chump Slap, what game is around that?
I don't know. Every other game we did.
I would like to see Poppascotch if you could take the average and like the median score we give. Median's got to be around 14, 13, 14.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to do some math. If I knew how to use
it's
like,
on a spreadsheet. It'd take 2 seconds. But
Yeah, but it's like...
Yeah, that's 2 seconds you doesn't
Formulas.
have.
all right, I'll do it. Hold on.
So what do we have around here? The 11th hour got a 15.
Mm-hmm. Slightly better.
We've got Choo Choo Charles at a 13.
Oh.
And Curse, the Eye of Isis, had a 15.
Perfect.
And the Getaway we just did last week had a 13. So the Getaway we had 13. Nano Breaker was a 14. Shenmue was a 15, which I think that's exactly correct.
Makes sense. It's always right.
You guys don't ever get like scared about how good we are at this, do you?
No, I've come to accept it.
It's just like your responsibility, like your superhero shit. You're like, this is going to be how it is. This is what I do.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, excellent. Well, let's, if we got nothing else to say about this, let's just go ahead and move into the cooldown topic.
Oh, what do you got for us this week?
Man, I have got absolutely nothing. I pulled a random icebreaker question. Here we go.
I got absolutely nothing.
I got one for you guys if you want to.
Well, let's get what he has to say first.
If you could enter a racehorse in the Kentucky Derby, what would you name the horse?
Slap ass.
Oh, I like that one.
That's a good one. I will go with the name I just gave my new Fallout character, and I'm going to name that horse Beef Recall.
Oh, that's good too.
I was thinking chimichanga.
That's all right. Yeah.
What's something that's funny to hear somebody say?
You want to hear some guy saying it really fast when they're like, their chimichanga goes in?
I'm going to name it Bruton Gaster.
It's got to be like a phrase, like your dad's stupid haircut.
Yeah, there you go.
Your dad's stupid haircut coming in the end.
All right, yeah.
Because I guess that's how all horse race. Like every impression now I do is for like a 30s gangster. That's just how I'm going to do life now.
All right.
Yeah.
If I come up with a better one by answering Chump Slap's question, we'll.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to know what kind of product that is been discontinued that you guys miss? Like
Banana Twins.
Oh, yeah, shit.
The greatest tasty cake ever, and it's never made. Hasn't been made in 20 years.
Come on.
Little Debbie. All right, yeah, sorry. Miss them so bad. Think about them every day.
I'm going with Pepsi Cola myself.
Oh,
Really?
not the quad steak burrito, Poppascotch.
That's not fair. Well, I guess nothing's really ever dead at Taco Bell.
True.
Anything can come back at any time.
You can add extra steak probably too to a double steak or something.
I mean, you just get 2 double steak burritos and just jam all that extra steak in there. Boom,
Yeah.
problem solved. Man, that is a tough question. You know what I did think about the other day that I completely forgot existed?
The Arch Deluxe. We just talked about it.
That'd be amazing if that's what I was thinking about. But do you guys remember PB Crisps?
Oh, I remember the name.
No.
They were like a almost like a Nutter Butter type thing, but shaped like a peanut, like an unshelled peanut.
Yeah,
and you
don't
just
they
eat
still
the whole
have
thing.
those?
No, they're discontinued.
Dude, Nutter Butters are so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm just thinking of Nutter Butter stuff.
Yeah, I mean Nutter Butters are unbelievable.
Dude, they have them in the vending machine at work.
Oh.
50 cents. Such a deal.
Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
I'm looking through a list of stuff that's been discontinued. I don't like Dunkaroos. Are they discontinued? Can you not buy Dunkaroos
I'm pretty
anymore?
sure you can buy them at stores.
I don't think they're
Maybe
called
not
Dunkaroos anymore. Anymore.
Many moo ago.
Man, I can get them here in like an hour with Uber Eats.
Not worth it. What about Handy Snacks? Are they still making those?
Yeah.
They don't have the little plastic thing in them anymore, though, I don't think.
Oh, man.
I swear I heard
Oh,
that
those
somewhere.
things. Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about until you said the little red, like the little reds.
Yeah,
like,
the cheese
spreader.
cracker spread thing.
I think those still exist.
Yeah, I've seen them. They might not be called Handy Snacks, but they're there around.
Oh no, they still are. Handy Snacks Ritz Crackers edition.
Yeah.
I guess they put the Ritz branding.
But
Front
they got
center.
rid of the little stick, right? Because kid probably choked on it or something.
I didn't
Probably dumb
see a
kids.
stick, but I remember the stick. Boy, do I remember the stick.
I miss Taco Bell fajitas.
I never even had
Dude,
one.
they were gone for like 15 years by now.
Damn.
That's what I want to name my horse, Taco Bell fajitas.
There you go.
That's good. Taco
Bringing
Bell
it all
fajitas
around.
taking up the rear.
Oh, I just saw this. I forgot all about these. Do you remember Laffy Taffy it was a watermelon flavor and it had the chocolate seeds in it?
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
I forgot those existed. Now I want
You know they
one
got rid
real
of
bad.
fucking fruit stripe gum?
That was recently, wasn't it? Like in the
Yeah.
last year. I remember like I had it not too long ago. Definitely within the last year.
Oh, I believe it.
But it was exactly the same. You chew on it for 30 seconds, not even, and it's like,
Lose the
this
flavor.
doesn't taste like.
Yeah.
Not only does it lose, like it doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just looking at cream savers. I don't remember those.
They were like Werther's Original, but they
Yeah.
like orange and cream flavored.
Oh yeah, that does remind me. When I was in Vegas recently,
Yeah.
I went into the Walgreens I always go to because everything's cheaper there than in the casino, obviously. And they had a whole tasty cake section.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit, you guys are out
Really?
in Nevada right now? Yeah, they had a whole tasty cake section.
How much were they? They got to be fucking sky high price.
I mean, it's Vegas, like on the strip, so it was probably like $8 for one of them.
Like the tasty pies.
They had the pies, they had the
tasty cream
crimpets, they had the chocolate covered ones with the chocolate peanut butter.
Candy cakes.
Oh,
Candy
candy
cakes,
cakes are
snack,
so
handy.
good too.
Yeah.
I just kept wanting to say handy snacks, and I'm like, that's not right. Oh, and Butterfinger BBs, dude.
Oh, they're gone?
Yeah, they're gone. I
Damn.
remember Bart Simpson hawking those.
Yeah.
Man, that was back in the day. All right, I think we can.
Yeah, that's good enough.
But if anyone has any discontinued snacks they want to share with us that we completely forgot about, where could they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, send that to plottytime@gmail.com and I'll tell these guys if it was a good one. If not,
Yeah,
fuck off.
don't waste our fucking time. Come on. If they want to get to us faster on the socials, how would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
At Plottytime on Instagram or Threads, or stop by the Reddit and tell us what foods you miss. Or if you're going to name a horse something, make it the same topic. I don't care.
Yeah. Name a horse after a discontinued food.
Yeah.
You can also go to YouTube, like and subscribe there. It really helps us out. Or go to our official eBay store, which is just plottytime.com. It'll take you there, and then you can buy stuff that will support us. That does it for us. So as always, shout out to Blaine JJ, Drago the Slago, Gamers Little Playground, I am Panex, and Luis Guzman. Don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.